Hi, my name is Richard and I'd like to share with you what happened with my investment property situated in Camberwell, Victoria, and how Sonny Gill from Regent Estate Agents came to the rescue. Around about August last year, my neighbour, who had an adjoining townhouse, had advice from a very large Melbourne real estate agent that it would be a good time to sell the property, especially if the two properties were sold together and maybe a large investor would be able to buy the property, demolish the houses and build maybe 3 or 4 townhouses on there. Subsequent to that, I asked Sonny, who I knew through my finance broking industry business, to come around to the property, my property, and have a look at the property and ascertain its potential value and whether it would be worthwhile selling at this point in time. He had a look at the property and advised, he said, Richard, look, if I was going to sell, I would firstly do the property up a bit, clean it up, maybe fresh paint and make it look more presentable. Also, we're in a downward spiraling market in the real estate industry, and I'm talking about August 2018. Subsequent to that, we decided to still try to sell the property, and it went on auction around about early December. It failed to sell. We had got nowhere near anywhere our asking price. At that same time, I lost my tenant because he was afraid that the property would sell and he'd be tossed out of the property and have to find somewhere else. So he left. It was probably a good time for me to look at the property and maybe do some improvements, which was in December 2018. And during December and probably right through to about mid-January, we worked on the property and painted and gave it a bit of a makeover. At that time, I also then went back to my estate agent that was letting the property and said, right, we're ready to release again. And this was mid-January. They put it onto the market and it took almost 8 weeks of them advertising, trying to find a suitable tenant, which did not happen. I spoke with Sonny and said, look, Sonny, they can't find a tenant. They're finding a lot of difficulty there. I don't know why. I think it's just the type of property. Maybe it's just that it needs someone that would appreciate the property. Sonny said, look, Richard, I'll have a look at my database and see if I can find a suitable tenant that would fit with your property. It was a 3-bedroom townhouse, good location, front courtyard, back courtyard, great location in Camberwell, close to good schools, etc. So it had everything going for it, close to transport. Sonny looked at his database and came back to me and he said, look, I think I might have someone for you, but I'll need to take them out there. So I organised for Sonny to have a look at, to get the keys. And he took his tenant, which was, by the way, a very prominent doctor. And the very next day, Sonny rang me and said, I've leased your property. I could not believe it. 1 day, and Sonny from Regent Estate Agents found me a tenant where my previous agent had almost taken 6 or 7 weeks and could not find anyone. I can only say, Sonny, thank you. I lost a lot of rent during that 6-7 week period. However, you found someone pretty quickly for me, and I cannot highly recommend you more so. You and your team and your efficiency is unbelievable, and I will look and say to anybody out there and who's going to view this video, give Sonny a go if you're looking at renting a property or if you're selling. He's reputable, honest, and he's got a great team behind him and a great location there in Bourne, Victoria. Thanks very much. Feel free to contact me at any time. My phone number is 0418 363 317, and thanks again, Sonny.